Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is going to be my first mukbang. I know I probably said it wrong. Mukbang, I don't know, something like that. It's Korean for eating show and it's become very popular lately, and I absolutely love Mommy Tang on YouTube. Her channel is Asian Vegan Mommy Tang, but you probably already know that if you're watching this. And I've been inspired this week to do my first mukbang by Mommy Tang and Hi Carpana, who have made it kind of big in the vegan community, or like, you know, it's normally like a meat eater type show, but Mommy Tang has made it like very big in the vegan community. So anyway, it's my first one, so if I ramble and I'm a little weird, I'm sorry. I'm not used to doing this, but let's just do it and try to have some fun, right? So my first dish is going to be ramen, and I have never used these rice ramen, organic millet and brown rice ramen by Lotus Foods. I've never used this one before, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try. And it is vegan. It doesn't come with the seasoning packets, so we're gonna make our own broth. And sorry if I keep looking to the other side. I have my camera flipped around from what it normally is, and I'm used to looking at this side, and today my lens is on this side because of my whole setup here. So please forgive me if I continue to look the other way on accident. But anyway, I got this cool little hot plate thing. I bought it because usually when we go on vacation we stay at Motel 6, and I thought, hey, I'll buy it and then we could make our own like rice and dinners and things inside our hotel room. But we ended up not going, but I saved it because the next time we go, you know, I'll give it a try. But now I get to try it early, so that's pretty cool. So the things I'm going to use in the recipe, okay, I got this recipe. It's a little bit different, but I saw this cool recipe on Facebook where it was showing like a big like mason jar type thing but it had like a airtight lid. I don't know what they're called, but it's the one where you latch it with the metal piece. But anyway, I saw this recipe where you stick all the veggies and stuff inside the jar, and you stick your noodles in there, and you just take it to work with you, and you just add the hot water at work and just like swish it around and make it. And I was like, oh my god, it's, you know, it's like making your own cup of noodle in a jar. And I was like, oh my god, that's like ingenious idea. So it looks so good, and I've been craving that for the last few days because I posted it on my Facebook, and you can go follow me on Facebook if you want to. My link is in the description box for my Team Broccoli Facebook page, but it's on there, and every day, like when I go through my thing, I end up like seeing it, or I go back to watch it to remind myself like, oh yeah, I want to try that. So we're gonna try it today. It's a little bit different. I'm not gonna add like they used spinach, and we're gonna use baby kale, and they used some lemon juice and some rice noodles because it was more like a pho. Some people call it pho, but it's really pronounced pho. So it's really like a pho dish, but I'm gonna make mine more like a ramen dish because I'm gonna use ramen noodles, and I'm not gonna use the lemon or lime squeezed into it. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. I've got some fresh basil here I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna chop that up in a minute. First thing I'm gonna chop is yellow pepper. And this is how, I have two knives. I have oh, actually this knife is really dirty. Oh, my kids used it to cut the brownie bread that I made them the other day. Let's put that over there. I have another clean one right here. But this is how I cut my peppers to try to avoid the middle part. I cut from the back, no, the top part, the bottom. So I go like this. I just go around and slice it all. Smells so good. I freaking love peppers. I don't really like the green ones, but all the other colors I really, really like. And then you can just go around the edge and make sure you get all the pieces that you missed without, you know, avoiding all of the seeds and stuff that you don't want. So very easy, much easier way to avoid all the seeds and stuff. I don't remember where I learned that, but it's come in handy. Probably should have brought a little bowl for like trash things, but we'll just stick that over there for now. And I'm gonna stick all my veggies in here first because I don't really want to eat them that raw. I like them when they're cooked brings out the sweetness more in them when they're cooked a little bit. So I'm going to stick that in the bottom of my ramen. There is a little bit of seeds in this one in the corner. Let's get those out. And let me know if you guys have tried this brand of ramen noodle before, because I'm interested what you think of it. Hopefully I'll like it. I usually buy the really bad, unhealthy ramen. And because, I don't know, I've never tried to make it like this before. I'm just going to throw stuff in here as I go. And then, anyway, we can fast forward this part so that we can get done faster. That's a lot of pepper. I'm just gonna save the other half because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make two. This pot's kind of small and I wanted you to be able to kind of see inside of it, so I'm only gonna make one at a time, but I might actually end up eating two. It just depends on how much the vegetables and stuff fill me up along with the noodles, because a normal noodle pack I can eat two. I usually would eat the top ramen brand, the oriental flavor. I would eat two of those, so we're gonna use that, and then I'm gonna throw some spinach, or not spinach, the baby kale in there. Just a little bit, because I want to make sure I have room for my noodles here. And then, yeah, because I'm going to garnish with green onions. I have some green onions here. We're going to garnish with that at the end, and my basil is going to go in at the end as well. So I have some low sodium, no chicken broth cubes, bouillon cubes. I'm going to stick one of those in there. Hopefully it'll dissolve pretty well. I have some extra seasonings over here if you can see a little bit, just in case it's not flavorful enough for me. I like a lot of flavor in my food, so if that's not enough, I'll be adding some more of this stuff. I'm going to add some ginger also, ginger paste. I got this from Walmart, Spice World brand. Never tried it before, but the recipe called for ginger, so I'm going to put ginger in it. I don't know how much I should put because I don't want it to be too spicy. I guess 2 little thingies of ginger. And then I'm going to put some garlic in it. Just a little squeeze. I really like garlic a lot. That'll make it spicy too. Garlic has more of a spicy taste to it than you normally would. Well, I would normally think, because when you use powdered ginger, you don't really think it's going to be spicy, and it doesn't really seem like it is, but the fresh ginger definitely has a spice to it. So there's that so far. And then I've got some water here that I'm just going to use to stick it in here. And I don't know, let's see. How much am I going to put in there? Probably like just underneath the veggie line. Like, I don't want to cover the veggies completely. And then I'm going to turn this on. I hope it works good. Let's see. I'm going to put it on medium since I've never used this before. Sorry, the extension cord's under my chair. Got my foot hooked on it. Let's open this up and add our noodles. It says cook for 3 minutes. It actually, ooh, it's smoking. Do you see that? I hope my smoke alarm doesn't go off. Probably because it's brand new. Let's hope that goes away and none of my smoke alarms go off. Real life cooking show. That's what happens, right? You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully it'll be okay. Actually might need to add more water after I get this thing open. I don't want to use my scissors because I'm going to use my scissors to cut my green onion in the end. This has, these are actually pretty small. Maybe I will add 2 in there. That's pretty tiny. That's pretty tiny. Let's add 2. We can make it work, right? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to add more water. I think the next time, if this turns out good, I'm gonna put some tofu in there too. I was like, I don't want to throw my tofu away if I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. So you get to experiment with me. Let's see how it turns out. And I'm actually going to add into some black pepper. And I'm going to add in some of this. Oh, I can feel it. It's getting warm, so that's good. I'm going to add in some of this Adam's Reserve, which basically is just an all-purpose burger seasoning that I really like, that my beautiful friend FruityFoodie Amy sent me from Texas. Thanks, Amy. I love this stuff. So anyway, you can just use any kind of all-purpose seasoning. But I don't know why the burger spice stuff, for some reason, it's so good in ramen. And it has salt in it too, so there's my salt. Along with, actually, let's see how much salt is in this. This has 2 grams of fat for half a cube, so 4 grams of fat. Sodium's not that bad, 130 milligrams for 1 serving, so 260 for the whole cube, so that's not too bad. So yeah, I'm the kind of person that would stick Johnny's seasoning salt back in the day in my ramen, even though it has like 3,000 milligrams of sodium in it. So yeah, I kind of have a salt addiction problem, so not as bad as it used to be, but yeah. So I kind of like to flip my noodles over once they have seasoning on one side because, you know, I want to get it wet and get it all mixed together in there. Plus I want to mix it around my little bouillon cube here and try to get it to disperse. Let's see. Let's get a little closer and see what's going on in here. Hopefully this is good. I'm like, it's hard to smell because of the new smell of the thing. It's this burning smell of the machine. I can always add seasoning again, like I said. I can always add more if it's not enough. So while I'm waiting for that to boil, I'll go ahead and chop up my little basil here. You just kind of bunch it up and you can either dice it in little ribbons one way or the other. Doesn't sound so good on this cutting board, sorry. I only have a glass cutting board and it's not the greatest. Someday I'll buy a big wooden chopping block. This one is kind of annoying. But there, I got my little basil ribbons. I like basil, but fresh basil is really potent, so I try not to use too much of it because then you'll be like, oh, it's too much. I don't want to eat that. At least for me, it's like, it can be very overpowering. So I'm just going to put that over there. Now we're going to, let's fast forward. Let's wait for this to boil and get going. I wish I had some miso paste to put in this. It's boiling. Woo woo! We've got bubbles. The recipe also called for, oh, sorry about all the smoke in my face. The recipe also called for red pepper flakes, but I don't want to make it too spicy, so you can add that in if you like red pepper flakes. This is pretty cool. I like cooking on the little stovetop. It's fun. I actually used to use one of these when I worked at Rebel Gas. One of my coworkers had brought one of these in, and I would do this. I would bring soup, or I would bring like canned soup or something, and I would just heat it up in the little pot. And I would eat because we never had breaks. We weren't allowed to take breaks. It was one shift, and you were stuck in there in the little booth the whole day by yourself. So if you wanted to eat, you had to eat between customers. So I would make soup and eat, and you know, sometimes it wasn't busy, so it worked out. It was kind of fun. It's like camping. Like having a little personal camping trip. Smells good. Those peppers really make it smell really good. I'm hoping that one chicken bouillon, non-chicken bouillon cube is enough for me. I'll have to figure this out next time so that I'm not sitting in front of the smoke, the steam. I think it's almost done. I like my noodles al dente. But I need to taste this broth. I should have got a spoon so that I could taste the broth. Maybe I'll grab a spoon really quick. That would have been really bad. I almost tripped over the extension cord and ripped this whole thing off the table. That would have been a nightmare. Let's turn it down to low. Let's turn it down. Or my noodles get mushy. Let's see. Let's taste it. Whew. Oh, that's really good. I'm surprised. Yummy. Okay, let's put it, I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Let me turn this off. It's actually really good. I'm surprised. I thought I would need a lot more seasoning than that. I don't want to like, hold on. I don't want to set that hot pot down on my table. Ooh, that's really hot too. Don't do this at home, kids. Be careful. I should have got a hot pad, or you know, the hand pad thingies. Look at that though. It looks really good. It's really good. That was so simple. Love that. Okay, so now we're gonna put our basil, and I'm gonna chop up some green onion in there with my little kitchen scissor things. Oh, let's cut off the ends. Some of them, the ends don't look good on some of them. Mommy Tane calls this ghetto style when you use the kitchen shears, but I love using the kitchen shears. It makes everything so much easier, especially cutting things like this. Look at that. So much easier than trying to chop it with a knife. Why waste my time using a knife? This is way better. You gotta get your greens in any way you can, right? And this just is so, makes it so beautiful and so fragrant. It's so much yummier all around. And I've got my water if I get thirsty, which actually I'm thirsty. Let's do this. Mukbang ramen. Ramen style. Ooh, I'm excited. Looks good. Now, if I could get my husband to like this, because this is way healthier than the packaged brand, that would be amazing. Because he really loves the top ramen brand. I don't understand how Mommy Tane can take it right off the stove and start eating it. It's super hot. I'm afraid to burn myself. Mmm. Mmm. That is really good. Mmm. Pleasantly surprised. I really didn't think it would be this good. I've tried making homemade like ramen before, like on my own, not really following like a basic recipe. That's the problem. This time I had a basic recipe idea in mind, so that's probably obviously why it turned out much better. I really have a problem with following recipes. Most of the time I just want to do it my own way. And then, yeah, it's a 50-50 chance of if it's going to turn out good or not. Most of the time, it doesn't turn out good. At least not as good as it could if I followed a recipe. Really, really good. You guys gotta try this. So simple. It's so simple. I'm surprised. Hot. So if you guys like this, I might start doing it at least like once a week maybe. Let me know what you think, and then you can choose the topics that we're going to talk about. If you want to talk about something specific, if you want to gossip about other YouTubers, which I don't usually do because I pretty much love everyone. And the people that I don't love, why focus on that? Just focus on the positive, right? So it's up to you though. If you have questions or if you have certain topics that you think we should talk about, that could be fun. Of course, I'm going to get like green stuck in my teeth. I can feel it already. Just ignore that. You have to let me know if you try this. So simple. Super easy. And I think I got these, I'm pretty sure I got the no chicken things at Sprouts. And then, like I said, you can use any multi-purpose seasoning. You don't have to use that one. Could probably even use the Lowry's steak seasoning, maybe. I don't know. It's a burger spice, so that might work too. Just try it. Try it, and then you'll like it. Just try it, and then you'll like it. Did any of you guys ever watch Yo Gabba Gabba? I used to love watching that show with my kids when they were little. That was such a cool show. Does yummy food ever make you want to dance and sing? So good. I think it's human nature. You want to give a little love, extra love to your food. So I guess mukbang is really popular in Korea, from what I've heard. I've also seen Charlycheer do a mukbang where she ate barbecue ribs by I can't remember the brand, but it was vegan. She ate ribs and some rice, and she made it look really good too. I don't know, I like it because you're just kind of like, feels like you're just hanging out with your best friend. That's why I like to watch them. I literally have been binge watching Mommy Tang for the last like 4 days. I've watched like 22 videos. And her videos are pretty long. Because as you can see, it takes a while to cook and eat. But it's like you're hanging out with friends, so it's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. So, like I said, if you want to keep doing this, let me know. I'm definitely going to be making this again. Trying to think, what else do I have to do today? I do have to mail a package. A pendant that I sold on my Etsy store. But the funny thing is the lady lives here in Las Vegas. So I'm like, dang, I could just drive it over to her house and drop it off, but that would be really creepy. So I'll just mail it. But the cool thing is it'll only take like a day to get there, so that's why I haven't been in a rush to get it mailed. So by the end of today, I'll get it mailed. If I do this again next week, what kind of foods would you like to see me eat? Because obviously it doesn't have to be Asian food. So good. So good. I really can't believe how easy that was. I'm just going to keep ranting about how easy that was, and it's so good. Somebody's a genius. Not me. Whoever created ramen is a genius. So I started listening to the audiobook of The Power yesterday by Rhonda Byrne. It's good stuff. Very interesting. It's based off of, The Secret. It's book 2 to The Secret. I haven't read the first one, but I have watched the documentary and some videos on YouTube about it. So, and I always hear other YouTubers talking about The Secret and how it's worked for them. So it's very interesting. You guys should check it out if you haven't. Sorry, I got stuff stuck in my teeth. But yeah, it's about the law of attraction and attracting what you want in your life. So it's only like a 5-hour audiobook, I think, 5 or 6 hours. I've already listened to like 2 hours of it, I think. Just talks about feeling love in the moment, how your thoughts create your reality, trying to be positive and think loving thoughts. Because love attracts love, right? So, you know how they say misery loves company. If you're miserable all the time and all you do is talk about negative things, you're going to attract other people who only talk about negative things, or situations that are negative are going to pop up in your life the more you think about negative things, or the more angry you get at situations. Like, say you locked your keys out of your car. Instead of freaking out or flipping out and getting really angry and whatever, you just need to try to calm yourself, I guess, and think like loving thoughts. Well, like, at least I have a car. At least I have someone that can come and help me. I have someone who can open the car for me, or my husband or whoever has an extra key. Try to think of it in the most positive way that you can. That way you attract, less things like that happening to you, where you lock your keys in your car, or, just stuff like that. Bad situations that you're attracting into your life, the more negative that you are. Because it's true. Because sometimes I sit and I try to remind myself to visualize. You're probably going to think this is stupid, but sometimes I sit and thank the universe for you guys, for my subscribers, and how I feel. I make myself feel how happy I feel when I get new subscribers, and how much it means to me, and the loving feelings that I get from from you guys, from interacting with you guys, and how much I love YouTube. And when I do that and I spend more time doing that, I do tend to notice that I start getting more subscribers in the day after I do that. It's always within a short amount of time that positive energy comes back to me and I end up getting like more subscribers. My problem is consistency, which is why I'm like listening to this book and I'm trying to learn more about it so that I can do it more consistently in my life, so I can make it, you know, happen faster and have bigger, more better positive things happen to me. I'm not the best at explaining things either, so if I sound like a crazy lady, sorry. We're all a little mad here. My niece's favorite Disney movie is Alice in Wonderland. So it just made me think of the Cheshire Cat and the, you know, the Mad Hatter. Her birthday was at the end of March. She just turned 14. Crazy. All these kids are growing up so fast. Scary. But I sent her a Alice in Wonderland t-shirt from tfury.com. I love that website so much. They have so many cool t-shirts. Like half of my closet is filled with T-Fury t-shirts. Guys should check them out. Yeah, so unless you guys pick a topic for me or something, I'm probably just going to talk about random whatever. Because it's pretty much how my mind works. I jump from one thing to the other. Mommy Tang says you're not allowed to cut the noodles with your teeth. You have to suck them up whole. These noodles are actually not that long compared to regular like top ramen noodles. I'm really enjoying them though. Good. Very, very good. Sushi mukbang might be really cool, but I won't be able to eat that much. It fills me up really fast. It's really good though. Be fun just to make together anyway though. We should do these live on Periscope. That would definitely make it a lot more interesting. Except it'd be really hard to read the comments from this far away from my phone, where they could actually see everything, but still be able to talk to me, because I have bad eyes. I can't even see that far very well. I don't have any kids here to distract me right now either. Mommy's Tang's kids are so funny and sweet. It amazes me how she gets her kids to eat all the things that they eat. There's no way my kids are going to be eating kimchi. Or even, my kids don't even like soy sauce. So I'm like, wow, how does she get them to eat all that stuff? That's so cool. But obviously it's because they've been born and raised that way. to always try those things. So what is that? Like, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm not eating it because I don't know what it is. I think it might be part of the bouillon cube. I hope you guys can hear me okay too. Sometimes I forget to talk louder because you're kind of far away. That's how much is left. It's really, really good. I don't know why I just got go tell it on the mountain. I just got that in my head. I don't know why. That was really weird. I must really love this. I want to sing its praises to the mountains. Really, like, what's better than a good ramen? Seriously, it's like one of the best things on the planet. So yummy, yummalicious. What are your guys' favorite foods? If you were gonna do a mukbang, what would be your first mukbang? What food would you choose? It might be fun to do a giant Subway sandwich mukbang. Obviously you wouldn't make it yourself, but there's a bug who wants to eat my food. If you didn't know, you could put these in water and regrow your onions too. I always try it, but they always end up getting all gooey and yucky, and I forget to change the water and they turn out all nasty, but I'll try it again. I always try. It just never seems to work out for me. I'm looking up here because I have a basil plant that I bought the other day up on my shelf here on the, I don't know what's that thing called, above the fireplace. And then Logan has his little radishes growing up there too. They're growing really well. He's got like 4 or 5 sprouts and they're getting pretty tall. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that his school is growing a garden. Wish I had had that, excuse me, when I was a kid. It's giving me the burpees. Compliments to the chef. You know, they say slurping and burping means you really enjoyed the food, so. Compliments to the chef. Definitely going to be making this again. I wonder if I could get my kids to like it. That would be awesome. These only have, let's see, 3 grams of fat for one. That's really good for 1 square. So that's 48 grams of carbs for 1 square. Carb the fuck up. Oh yeah. Definitely gonna be buying those again. Almost done, I'm almost done. I might need to use my spoon. These noodles are kind of small. Let's try. Almost done. Oh no, it's almost over. My very first mukbang is almost over. What'd you guys think? Did you enjoy hanging out with me? I hope so. I always enjoy hanging out with you and talking to you in the comments, so please leave me a comment. I love you guys. Messy, messy. You could call me Messy Jessie, but that's not my name. Messy Jenny doesn't rhyme. Seriously, this is so good. Now I'm just making all kinds of a mess. I might even make myself another one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait a few minutes and see how full my tummy feels after a minute. I didn't have breakfast, so this is my brunch for the day. And it's almost 1 o'clock. That's it, guys. Hope I didn't just eat that bug that flew by. It's not vegan. Don't eat bugs. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Love you guys. Bye.